everybody!
Hey everybody! Welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Super Geeked, where we celebrate all the things that you get geeked about.
I thought it was we get geeked about.
Yeah, but we get geeked about that.
I'm gonna have to bleep that.
I'm gonna bleep that out. Sorry.
So this video has to be really funny or Oliver's gonna quit Super Geeked.
Yep. If it's not funny, I'm going to quit.
So how are we gonna know if it's funny?
In the comments below.
Don't say that. People will start giving us thumbs down and writing
To see me quit, they're like, yeah, quit.
So why are we here today?
We had an opportunity to do another vinyl haul, another vinyl challenge. Sorry, not a haul, a challenge. This time it's 45s instead of albums.
So we chose to do 45s.
45s.
7 inches, whatever you call them. And
10.
Yeah, 10. We figured because they were less than half the size, we might as well. So I wanted to show this 45 to start it off. This is a band that was a local band called No Matter. And you'll see there's sort of like a sign here. And it says, please use other door. But it has a No Matter sticker. And then there's a little building on the back. This is actually where Oliver and I met.
Actually, right there on those steps.
Did we meet on the steps?
Yeah. I think you were sitting on the steps when Danny introduced us, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my gosh, I do not remember that at all. Anyway, so this is the little house that we talk about where we met each other. And
can I just draw you on there real quick?
No, don't draw my record.
I was teased I wasn't going to draw you.
But we saw in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s, we saw a lot of punk rock, hardcore, ska, whatever was out there bands that came to the Little House in Biloxi, which later became D'Iberville, Mississippi. And there were bands that were great bands that traveled from all over that we got to see play at the Little House. So,
Bouncing Souls.
Yeah, just Hot Water Music's first tour. And so anyway, just a shout out to the O'Boyle family and especially Lee and Lynn. But this was Lee's band, No Matter. Yeah. And so they were like the house band for a long time. And so, yeah. Do
we have to show our bags? What does that say?
Mine's Patsy Cline.
Mine's offensive. Should I show it?
Yeah.
Okay. So viewer discretion is advised. So this is one of my favorite bands to see live, and just an incredible band all around. Horace Pinker.
Oh yeah.
They
played at the Little House many times.
Knives, Guns, and Ammunition. This is a great little EP. It really is. It's got Brian's song on it.
What's that say?
What?
Eating a burrito supreme with Jesus.
Yeah, eating a burrito supreme with Jesus. That's on the wall there. Members of Horace Pinker.
I like
so. You like that? It's my. So Horace Pinker. Knives, Guns, and Ammunition. Favorite of mine.
Okay, so my first one, this is a really cool one. I'll have to take it out, but this is a picture disc, and let me take it out. It is one of my favorite bands at the drive-in, who I saw way back in the day, and then Burning Airlines. And I just think this is a really cool picture disc. I have a lot of picture discs, and I don't know what year this is from. Let's see. There's only 2 songs on this disc. Okay, it was recorded in September of 1999. 1999. So that tells you how old we are. You're older than me.
Mm-mm.
Don't lie.
Okay, so I had to do this one. Huge fan. Did not see Elvira at the Little House, but this is this is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This has 2 Big Pumpkins and 13 Nights of Halloween. And the thing I love about this one is it is a beautiful purple. Ooh. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So I grew up my entire life, watching Elvira do her thing, and so I had to do that one.
I love her.
I do too.
She's beautiful even without her whole Elvira get up.
Absolutely is.
Okay. Next up is another band we saw at the Little House. This is Hellbender.
I love Hellbender.
I feel so fortunate to have this record. Hellbender played at the Little House like a whole bunch of times back in the day. And this is also before they had a lot of colored vinyl, so it's just a black record. But Hellbender, Al from Hellbender actually went on to start a band called Mile Marker, which I really like also. So anyway, I had to pull out Hellbender. They are an old favorite and still love them to this day.
I do too. And you know how close I almost came? I had to actually check my stack because I thought I had that.
I have that record.
Shut up. I thought I had that very same one in there. So, because I have that EP.
Also, one time Hellbender came on tour to the Little House and they played on Valentine's Day. And they brought this kid with them named TJ. And
we played that show with them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And TJ made Valentines for all of us. And I still have the Valentine he wrote to me at that show.
Yeah. I remember the reason why I remember that we played with them because my band's was called VD, Violent Dissension. And somebody in the middle of our set hands me a button. You know, they just reach up to me and hand me this button that says, I love VD. And it stood for Valentine's Day. It was in a heart shape. So I was like, in the middle of the show, I'm like, thanks.
That's awesome. Good story.
Yeah, that was an honor to get to play with them. That's such a great band. This is a split actually with Inquisition, which is another band that we saw at the Little House. And this was one of my favorite bands. And
look what I picked too.
Well, let's show the back also.
It's a split.
It's a split there.
I was going to grab the other Inquisition 45. Do you have it?
Not with me. Not with me.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Victoria's going to change over, so I'm going to gab while she's gone. But Inquisition was one of those bands. It was one of our favorites. We actually followed them to New Orleans to see them play live with. I believe that opened for Propaganda, one of the bigger shows that we went to. But that We Got a Bomb is an incredible EP. And Inquisition, of course, Thomas Burnett later went on to be like one of the founding members of Strike Anywhere. For those of you who are familiar with Strike Anywhere, that was something that Thomas did, his new band. I almost brought that one as well. So
I picked another one. So I guess this will be my next selection.
Sure.
Because so Inquisition played at the Little House so many times that I have so many VHS tapes of them playing.
Yeah.
They're actually on YouTube. If you search Inquisition, you can see some old videos from the Little House of Inquisition playing. But my favorite thing was when they would play, when you would dance in the Little House, when there were like a lot of people in there, the whole floor would shake.
The whole place would shake.
And so every time Inquisition played, like there was just a lot of movement going on. It was so much fun. There was a really special energy in the room.
And incidentally, I think one of the reasons why they were always touring, but they were from Richmond, Virginia, so they were relatively close, and they really enjoyed coming down to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I remember Thomas saying that he loved coming down and playing the Little House.
How funny is that we picked the same record?
It's in it. Surely it was bound to happen. Okay, so speaking of bands that we saw at the Little House.
Oh, yeah.
Action Mother-freaking Patrol. Now, these guys...
Also from Richmond.
That's right. These guys were incredible. Oh, my God. The energy that they had and the songs were just incendiary.
If you search for Inquisition on YouTube and find my old VHS tape, where I digitalized it, Action Patrol actually played the January 1st, 1996 show. And so you'll get to see Action Patrol too, because that was so fun. They used to wear like orange jumpsuits and like, it's so hot. We live in like the deep South. Yeah, he's wearing an Action Patrol shirt.
Let me see. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see Action Patrol. Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, another band we saw at the Little House. This is really cool, and I picked this one. I have many Hot Water Music 7-inches or 45s. I picked this one because I actually bought this on their first tour. They came to Biloxi, and this is from 1995, So you can see it was, and this is before their first album came out. So this was all they had with them. They had a couple t-shirts. I got their last shirt, and I got this 45. And then, of course, Hot Water Music went on to be a really huge band. They're still one of my favorite bands today. But I did pick this because this was the first 45 I got from them back in 1995. Yay!
I did not see these guys at the Little House, but that show that I was talking about earlier where we traveled to New Orleans to see Inquisition open up for Propaganda.
Oh my gosh, I don't have that.
You don't have this?
But I don't know why I didn't buy it.
Where quality is job number one, Propaganda. This is on Recess Records. I'm not going to show the back of it because they're it's a little graphic. But nevertheless, Propaganda was one of those bands that and this one in particular, and this is actually,
they got naked at that show.
They did. They got naked. This is actually kind of like a,
looks like a paper bag.
Yeah, it's both of them are colored. This one is yellow, and that other one is the brown. But they put on such an incredible show, but I could have done without all the nudity, I guess.
It was fine. They were just trying to get people to pay attention because they were talking about, politics.
Yeah.
But they went on. They were notorious for going on rants. Still, I love them. They're still one of my favorite bands. If you watched my Spotify top music I listened to, they were my number one listen last year. So.
And also the first vinyl challenge we did, you featured Propaganda on that. More rock, less talk, I believe.
Yeah, less talk, more rock.
Less talk.
Let's clarify.
Okay.
My turn.
Go, Ethel.
Ethel. Okay, next one I picked, I did not see at the Little House either. This is Mineral, which was one of the original emo bands. I think a lot of people think emo as like My Chemical Romance and stuff, but there was a genre of emo that came before that.
That's right.
And this was one of those bands, one of the early emo bands. They're called Mineral. And what I love about this 45, it's just 2 songs, but if you look, it has Love My Way by the Psychedelic Furs. So they covered Love My Way on this 45, and it is so good. It is like so good.
This is the weirdest split that I have ever seen in my life. This is Less Than Jake and Megadeth.
What?
So the Less Than Jake song, that Less Than Jake I've seen like 4,000 times live. So good live. I've seen Megadeth once live. I think one of the reasons why they did this is because the Less Than Jake song is All My Best Friends Are Metalheads, which is a favorite of mine. I love this song. And I think that's one of the reasons why they kind of did. They reached out to Megadeth to do a split with them on it. So it's really good. It's a good split. It's fun. I mean, not a huge Megadeth fan, but I like them. So
I have to show that to Josh when he gets out of the bathroom. All right, next up. Because I'll clip it out. Duh.
Oh my god.
Okay. Speaking of emo. This also has Mineral on it, but I love this because this actually has 3 bands on it. It has Mineral, Jimmy Eat World, which went on to be a huge band, and Sensefield, which is one of my absolute favorite bands in the whole world. If Josh and I had a song, we don't have a song. We have a whole band, and that's Sensefield. I could play this over and over again. Just keep flipping. Keep flipping.
Keep flipping. Everybody behold who killed Marilyn. By Glenn Danzig.
Everybody behold.
Everybody behold. Get your hands off of that. Don't touch it. So,
You're so rude.
So both of us are big Misfits fans, and I'm sure by now that you figured that out. I mean, as many videos as we've talked about.
Nobody watches our videos. They probably don't even know that.
Well, okay. Hi, I'm Oliver. This is Victoria. We like the Misfits. And this is Glenn Danzig, who was, the singer of the Misfit. Anyway, so I love this so much because Danzig released this on Plan 9. This has got Who Killed Marilyn, and then it's got Spook City USA, which was always one of my favorites. I always love Spook City USA. That's so much fun. And every Halloween, it's not Halloween unless I hear Spook City USA. And this is a beautiful one too. And I actually bought this when we went to Euclid Records. It's clear and purple in the center.
Euclid's in New Orleans, by the way, in case we didn't say that.
Yeah. It's like one of our new favorite.
I've been going there for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
They just moved it. Okay. You're so rude. Okay, so I picked this one from my childhood. I had to throw one in for my like childhood, not like Little House childhood, but like when I was a kid.
When you were kids.
And look, you can tell because it doesn't have a jacket.
Motown.
So it's a Motown record, but it is Stevie Wonder. I Just Called to Say I Love You. So this is from 1984, and when I was a kid, my dad and my stepmom would not let me leave the table till I ate all my food. And I hate peas. I still hate peas. You know, the big mushy ones? Hate them. So I wouldn't leave the table. I would actually fall asleep at the dinner table because I refused to eat my peas. Sometimes I would spit them in a napkin and try to throw them away, but then I'd get caught and I'd have to stay at the table.
Where the hell is this story going?
So my stepbrother used to sing songs to me because he felt bad that I was stuck at the table, and he would always sing Stevie Wonder's I Just Called to Say I Love You. So when I found this, I had to buy it, and the first time that Brad came over to my house, after I bought it, I played it for him. I said, "Do you remember singing this to me?" And he did not remember.
That is the most anticlimactic story that I have ever heard in my life.
But it's so dear to my heart because I didn't love peas, but I love Stevie Wonder.
I love Stevie Wonder too.
Yeah.
So, this is the Dead Kennedys, California über alles. California, and for those of you who don't speak German, that's that's California above all else. California über alles. Big fan of the Dead Kennedys. However, I wouldn't.
Your Jello Biafra voice sounded terrible.
I know, my Jello Biafra voice sounded terrible. I love Jello Biafra. I still watch his spoken word stuff that he does on YouTube and everything like that. He's still politically involved. The rest of the members of the band, you guys suck. Let's put our songs in a Levi's commercial.
Was it in a Levi's commercial?
Yeah, it was a Levi's commercial. They sued Jello Biafra to have the rights to put, what was it, Holiday in Cambodia?
Probably.
I think it was Holiday in Cambodia. They wanted to use that in a Levi's commercial. And they sued him in order to get the rights to do that.
Did they win?
I think they did.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did win that case.
All right, next up. A band we both love and have seen, Bad Religion. This is Stranger Than Fiction.
That is so cool.
Yeah, thank you.
I have that album. I love that.
So this 45 is from 1994. I really like the artwork.
I do too.
Is there nude people? Yep. There's some boobage. Here. Now it's YouTube acceptable. So anyway, yeah. What can we say about Bad Religion? They're amazing. If you haven't heard them, I want you to go and stop this video. Yeah,
right now.
I don't care. I don't care. You don't have to watch the rest of it.
Stop it.
Go listen to Bad Religion. They're awesome. So, Stranger Than Fiction. Get it?
Okay, so this is I didn't see these guys until I lived in Tennessee. This is Yellow Stitches. This is an Oi band from New Hampshire. And I love these guys. They're catchy. They're fun. They're all about broing down. It's good stuff. Sick Mind. This is a Sick Mind 45. These guys.
I like that they have pizza on the back.
They've got the eagle and the pizza, and then the beer bottles crossed there. But on YouTube, you can watch one of their videos, and they're all just broing down with everybody, playing basketball and, hanging out in the neighborhood.
I don't know anything about broing down.
Broing the F down. So check out Yellow Stitches. These guys are amazing. And incidentally, they get their name from Doc Martens, the yellow stitching in Doc Martens.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
Yeah. Doc Martens, bruh.
I'm gonna drink some water.
I'm gonna drink some water.
Break time.
I didn't get any water. Why didn't you get me some water?
I don't know. I might need more coffee.
I want some water.
I'll pull it out. Okay, next up.
I need some coffee.
I picked this record on purpose. This is going to be a little serious. We're getting serious here, people. This is The Descendants. This is actually one of their new...
That's so good.
Do you need a minute to exhale?
Do you need a minute to get slapped?
So this is one of their newest songs called Who We Are. And I just want to read you the lyrics real quick.
Yeah, please do.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm serious. That's a great song. No, I'm 100% on board with this because I love this song so much.
Woke up this morning to a different world. They're stomping on immigrants and groping girls. There's nothing American about us now, a whole population driven underground. But I still believe in our democracy, warts and all. It's still the land of the free, so take it outside. Shout it loud as you can. Defend the rights of every woman and man. That's who we are. That's how I feel. That's who we are. Hey, can't you feel it getting real? That's who we are. That's how I feel. That's who we are. Can't you feel? Can't you feel? In times like this, we ought to stay together, but they just pitted us against each other. Just give it some time, though, and you will see that we all have a common enemy. It's the man who says it's okay to hate. So right now I'm asking you to join our side and take a stand to fight for what's right. That's who we are. Strength and difference. That's how we feel. That's how I feel. That's who we are. Be the resistance. Can't you feel it getting real? That's who we are. Unite for justice. That's how I feel. That's who we are. It isn't just us. Can't you feel? Can't you feel it getting real? Woke up this morning to an ugly place. The scum rising from a masturbating race. There's nothing American about us now. Have we forgotten what we're all about? Because I still believe in our democracy and equal rights for every race and creed. So take it outside, shout it as loud as you can. We won't let sexism or bigotry stand. That's who we are, honor and protest. That's how I feel. That's who we are, anti-racist. Can't you feel, can't you feel? That's who we are, anti-fascist. That's how I feel. That's who we are, and anti-POTUS. Can't you feel? Can't you feel it getting real? Can't you feel? For the world, for the tired, poor, huddled, war-torn. We're not Iraq. We're all equal. We're not an island, multicultural. We have a role to play to make people's lives better every day. That's who we are. Fight the power. That's how I feel. We're taking over how I feel.
Yes.
Enough said.
Enough said. That's good. I'm glad you chose that because I almost did, but I didn't. And I'm glad you did.
And this was a Record Store Day exclusive, by the way. And this isn't a new, this was actually put out in 2018. So
Yep.
We've seen things really dramatically change since this record was released. But dang, I mean, just dang.
Still applicable to what's going on right now, though, isn't it?
Very much more than
Right.
it was in 2018.
That's
so.
right.
All
That's
right.
Last one, Protege. So I am a huge reggae music fan. And Protege is like a relatively new discovery. I actually bought a Protege LP and got this free with it. It's got Chronix featured on it as well. There's just 2 songs on it, but Chronix is on there. I really like Chronix. He's also vegan. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Chronix is really, he's one of the, he's sort of leading the way for Rastafarianism into, because it's not that far. You know, most Rastas are vegetarian to begin with, but Chronix is trying to lead the way into the whole vegan lifestyle, and he's been successful with it. He's applying that with their system of beliefs. And Protege is an incredible modern reggae artist. He's just, I just can't say enough about him. It's really good stuff. And so this was like I think the newest 45 to my collection. So I had to choose Protege. I always try to add a reggae or ska artist in there somewhere, so had to do that.
This is my last record, and I picked this because Oliver and I went and saw this band together. So if you know me, you know that I'm a big fan of hardcore. This band is called Comeback Kid. They're from Canada, and
Canada.
yeah. So we went and saw them in New Orleans. Unfortunately, my husband didn't get to go with us. I think he would have loved the show. It was so good.
It was amazing.
It was so fun. And anyway, I picked up this 45 when they were playing, and it has a cover of Beds Are Burning, and it is so good.
Their cover of Beds Are Burning is really good.
Yeah. So anyway, this Comeback Kid, amazing band, super fun. And yeah, we went to the show together.
Really good live too. They put on a great live show.
Yeah, it was super fun.
They're tight. They're tight.
Like your mom.
Probably not by now, but okay.
Okay, well.
Yeah, wait.
You sidetracked that. I hope your family's not watching this
My
video.
family's watching this video.
Are they? Do they watch these?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. They want to know how embarrassing I am to the family, so they can talk about it at holidays.
Well, I could just tell them. They could call me up, and I'd be happy to tell them.
Well, I'll tell them that. I'll pass that on.
So, anyway, that's it, guys. That's our 10 7-inches AK-45s that we had for you. We hope you enjoyed it.
So do us a favor, leave us some likes and some comments. And if you're not subscribing, we would love to have you join us. So you can hit that subscribe button down there. And there's also that bell icon. You can click on that to get notifications when we have new videos coming out. And we hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more coming. We love you guys. Remember that Black Lives Matter, and take care of each other. And we love you.
Yeah.
One
Bye.
love. Hey guys!
You're annoying.
You're a bitch.
Did you see Josh's face?
Start that over. We're not, that's no way to.